What up, where's your man Dream with Dream Motivates? Welcome again to another episode of the Entrepreneur Blueprint, where we get to invite entrepreneurs to talk about exactly how they conquered overcoming everything in adversity and how they're winning today. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Listen. For all the fashion world, look, it's summertime. Y'all going into spring and summer, depending on when we drop this in a couple of weeks. Y'all definitely want to pay attention to the fashion designers of the world and their creative and how they do it and how they grind out. But this one in particular is a really dope story. How she definitely came up from, an industry that you probably have been familiar with and turned it into something amazing. And now blossoming, turned to a butterfly. Everything looks dope. Rebranding, taking it to another level. So, says, do me a favor, introduce yourself and introduce the name of your company.
So my name is Tara Pryor. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and the name of my clothing line is Koldr Apparel.
All right, Tara, let's get down to it. Who was Tara before, like the high, I always ask people. Let me ask you this question: Is entrepreneurship, in your opinion, is it in your DNA or can you be taught?
You can definitely be taught, but I've always been a hustler, so it's just in me.
But
Like,
let me ask. So think about that question though. You would think, because you've been around, you just said that you've always been a hustler.
hmm
Isn't it? Isn't there other people that are around you that don't have the same hustle?
they don't,
So
they don't.
is it? Can it be taught, or is it in your blood? What you think? If you really think about all. Do a self inventory yourself. The people you probably try to tell how to hustle. Hey, if you just do this. I heard you overheard you telling some other people the other day how to do certain things. They probably still didn't apply it.
I doubt it.
Do you think it can be really taught?
If you don't want to be a worker anymore, some people are not meant to take on that responsibility to own their own business. So that's like a college student going off to school. Your parents are not telling you to get up to go to school anymore. You have to do it yourself. So with a worker, your bosses are telling you what to do. If you really want your business to succeed, you have to get up and do what you need to do for that business to go to the next level.
So it depends on if they really want
Yeah. Some people are just mentally lazy and they don't want that responsibility.
it. Okay, there's some people that want it, but they don't want to do what it takes to get it.
They don't want it that bad.
So they don't want it that bad.
No.
Okay. So I mean, and that's a great perspective. I think I have the same perspective as you. I used to think that I could teach anybody.
You can't.
I literally said, listen, as long as you got the will, I can show you the way. But obviously, this is not what's going on. So, in saying that, when was the very first time when you felt, man, I got the juice, I got the hustle? Was it now laters? Did you sell lemon heads back in the day? Did you, what was the very first time? Because that's a big day.
Oh, let me see. I'd say probably when I was like 14, I
Okay.
was ready to like make my own money. So my first job, I worked at Donato's.
What's
Loved
that?
it.
Is that back in
Back in Indianapolis,
in?
yes.
So you are from Indianapolis. Let
Yes.
everybody know that. Yeah, that's super dope. So let's talk about that. So this was a job.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. So you went to the interview.
Yeah, I just went in there. They actually, I was surprised they hired me because I was so young. But I could only work like maybe, I think, 15 hours a week.
Is this a grocery store?
No, it's a pizza place. Donato's Pizza.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, pizza.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mainly worked the weekends though. But
And
I loved
what
it.
did you do?
I just made the pizza. That was all. And then I worked the register.
You made the
So,
pizza.
yeah, I put all the cheese and the pepperoni on the pizza, everything.
So you know how to make a cold pizza,
Not now.
colder pizza. Um. So okay, so you make a pizza. So you started with the pizza, then you moved to the front, obviously.
Yeah, well, they had us doing the pizza first, and then yeah, they showed me how to work the register. I worked there for maybe about 2 years, So yeah, I ended up moving up to the register and stuff like that. But
But wait on okay. Think about this, and I want everybody to pay attention because this is what the entrepreneur blueprint. Like we're diving in, right? Because I know y'all want to see all the stuff that she got going on, but y'all hold on, because you want to figure out how she got where she is now, right? So when did you indicate the hustle? Because you went to go get a job.
mhm.
Is that the hustle? That wasn't the hustle. When was the hustle? When were you like? When were you able to turn $1 into $2? When were you able to turn $4 into $8? What was it? Where was it? I mean, hey, even if I've had I've had entrepreneurs on here be like, look, you want me to tell you really hey, I don't care because it's your story, which is dope. Like, when did you find out? Whoa, okay,
I would have to say when I got in college, that's when I started bartending.
there we
I
go.
was showed a totally different. I became a beast then because I worked with older women. I was the youngest one to serve at the time.
Okay.
And when I say they used to cut my throat, I'm like, I know this is my VIP. How they in my VIP? I'm
Mm,
like, okay, I'm a beast in the game now. I could sell water to a well.
I know. I
So it's
know.
like,
I know.
but back then I was a baby in the game.
Okay, so college. So let before we go there. That's what I love that. So from high school. So high school was just working.
Yeah,
You didn't figure it out yet. You was still working.
yeah. I was just working, trying to get my first car. All
Okay,
that.
trying to
Yeah,
work your way to the top. The
yeah.
hustle really didn't hit. So okay, you finished. You graduated high school.
hmm
All right. How was high school for you?
It was all right. I played basketball up until the 10th grade, and I ended up getting a stress fracture in my back, so I had to quit. But I wasn't with the cool kids, the athletes, none of them. I was just cool with everybody.
You was just neutral.
Yeah, I was cool with everybody.
Okay. So graduated. Now you out. Did you go directly into college?
Yeah, I went to
Okay.
Indiana State.
Okay. How was that experience? So now we go from having to be told what to do. Now hey, it's a different world, right?
It was tough. It was tough. I got kicked out of semester because I partied so much. And my mama, when I say she argued with me all the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to school and do what I need to do. By the time I went back to school, I got straight A's. But before then, I was in the every weekend. I went to Vincennes University first for a year.
Yeah.
Then I transferred to Indiana State, and I was at Indiana State every weekend. So it's like, let me go ahead and transfer here. And I went to school for radio and TV film.
Really?
So yeah.
Hold on. Man, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, okay. I think you know what? I think I remember you saying that one night. But so what did they teach you in radio, TV, film?
I really was more on the production side of it. That's what I liked. I don't like being in front of the camera, so I've always wanted to do cartoon voiceovers.
So
That's really what I wanted
so
to do.
y'all about to laugh at that because y'all definitely gonna see T on the camera, behind the camera, all over the camera. So for her to say that is crazy. But um, so you want to do cartoon voiceovers?
hmm Yeah.
Did you ever do one?
No.
You should do one day. We'll do one. We'll produce one for you.
Okay.
So you ever heard of Tony Baker?
No.
He's hilarious. So he's the dude that does the he's my favorite too. He does like so the dogs or the cats walk around and he's the voiceover of the dog or the cat.
Okay.
And he does the voiceover. In other words, he's saying what it looks like the dog is saying.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
super hilarious. It's one of my favorite things. If I just need a laugh, I'm gonna go check him out. But what one of the dope things for you to do is actually just pick out a cartoon character or a dog or cat and just do a voiceover. We do them in here all the time,
hmm
and because that's something you always wanted to do, right?
Yeah, it
So I
is.
get to do it. I get to produce it for you, and just have it, and we put it out there. So we're gonna do that for you. Um, so we're in college doing the broadcasting and the radio
hmm
stuff. Okay, you learned a lot.
I learned a lot. Yeah.
So the behind the scenes, you did either film in the audio in the training or what all did you do?
Um, Mainly the filming. We mainly did
Okay,
the filming.
you
They
did
had to do a little bit of everything, but my main interest was the filming.
editing. Did you
Editing.
do
Yeah,
editing?
yeah.
What you not edit on?
It's been so long.
Really?
Yeah, I like need to catch up
Okay.
on the
Okay.
everything that's new.
All right. We'll catch you
So
up then. Come on with it, because we're here at Dream Media. We're gonna catch you up. Together. All right. So in college, We are doing the film. This is crazy. I can't believe you just said that. So we went from pizza to film. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the pizza and the film. All right. So um now now did you start bartending in college?
Hmm.
So was that your first job in college?
I used to work for the college back home. I was a booth attendant. Then once I went to college, I had to quit the job, and I just happened to get hired at this place called Cloud Nine, and I was the server there. And I've been in the industry since then.
Do you think it's good advice for a high school person in high school to go directly into college like that
Yeah,
because of all the distractions?
yeah,
So they need to see that. They need to learn that. They need to go through what you went through so you
for
can be
sure.
like, okay, I'm tripping.
I recommend college to you have that's an experience that you will never get back.
Yeah.
Like if you don't go to college, it's like I feel sorry for you.
Mm.
I feel like it was the best
Because of the
experience ever.
experience.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but what do you feel about the educational system? Now we're talking about two things. College. Shout out to college
Hmm.
itself. Okay, no disrespect. Don't come for me, y'all. All right. But what about the educational system in college?
I think it's great depending on what you're going to school for. Because
Okay.
when I first went to school, I was going to school for web design.
Okay.
Then as I kept doing it, I'm like, I don't want to sit behind the desk all day. Then I switched over to radio and TV film once I transferred to Indiana State.
What was the kicker? What was the night that you said bartending is where I'm gonna be at? What was the night when you got your biggest tip? You was like, okay, this is it. Was it the first day?
Not really. I really was just thrown into it, honestly. Because one of my friends knew the owner. So
Okay.
he was like, it's my homegirl hired. So it's like, I didn't know anything about waitressing. That's why I was green. That's why he was able to like take advantage.
Dang.
But the longer I did it, can't tell me nothing now.
How long did it take you to finally understand? You know what? They've been playing me.
It took a couple months. It
Okay.
took a couple months. They was getting me though. I was like, cause I remember the one night that made me the most upset. Ludacris came in, and I
Look.
was his waitress, and the
Oh.
other two waitresses kept going to his VIP. So I said something to the owner. He's like, "Well, he wasn't gonna do anything about it." He said, "It's your VIP." He said, "Go take care of them." I'm like, "But they in my VIP." Don't worry about it. So from that point forward, when they weren't around, I'm going in their VIP. Hey, that's the game we're gonna play. Let's play
Yeah,
it together.
y'all get me. I'm gonna get y'all.
Pretty much. You're not paying attention to
Did
your
they?
VIP. They need a bottle. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Did they find out?
Didn't matter to me. They didn't care. They was taking my VIP in my face. Why should I care?
How you feel about that when it comes to the world? Did it ice you up?
Yeah.
You got that layer of skin now.
Hmm. You have to have thick skin in
Yeah.
that industry. You have to. It's that industry is not for everybody. It's
Hmm.
really not.
So you've been in the bartending industry. We're gonna talk about it, right? So shout out to all the bartenders, all the waitresses. I got after talking to my sister, I super have a big respect for y'all. Like she's educating me on the back end of stuff, and to be honest with you, I didn't know how deep it was. So
Mm.
let's talk about it. First of all, y'all get paid $2.28. What is it like?
Depends on where you're at.
Yeah, you
I've
get
been
paid.
places where I got actually paid $15 an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Plus
plus tips. Mm.
Okay. Wow. I've never. Okay. So that's going on now.
That bar isn't open anymore, but it's some places that do pay you around that price.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
But majority of them is like the two
Like two,
dollars.
$3. Yeah. Some
Okay.
places don't pay you at all hourly. You just get
Really?
money off tips. Mm.
Wow. Gangster. So being in that industry, ups and downs. Is it like you ride the wave, whatever the club's popping, and then ain't you gotta go find something else, and
Yep.
that's basically it.
Yeah.
All right. So in Indy, how was the industry there versus here in that transition?
Back home, I don't really care for the way they do it this way because they make you split your tips. I don't think that's fair because if I'm personally getting people to come in to patronize this establishment because of me, and I'm working with someone else that's not doing the same type of work that I'm doing,
Yeah.
how's it fair that they're splitting my tip?
That's I
That's
don't.
not fair at all.
Yeah, no, that's why partnerships are. It's very hard to do partnerships. If you're a partner and y'all both partners, and one partner is outworking the other partner, but they still get the other bread. It's
That's not
like
cool.
that's not cool at
No.
all. That's not cool at all. So in this industry, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot,
Hmm.
so much that I heard you writing a book about it.
Yeah.
Now,
No one has ever done that before.
so before we talk about the book, in this industry, because I've seen a couple of things. I'm not educated about it that much because I don't drink, right?
Hmm.
But what are the pros and cons for anybody that is even thinking about it right now? Like, here go the pros, but here go the cons.
Pros for sure are always the money.
How much can a good bartender make a week? I've always wondered. This is dope because I've always wanted to ask this. Like, what do y'all make?
Depending on where you at, I've made at least $1,000 a week, but it all depends on the location of the bar and what city or state you're in. It all depends.
What's the most you ever made?
Most I ever made was Super Bowl weekend, and I made my goal was 10,000, but I made 7 in 3 days.
Slanging them
I was
drinks.
hustling. I didn't
Boy,
get any sleep.
in Dallas?
No, this is back in Indianapolis when we had
Okay.
the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely was team no sleep. 7 in 3 days. That's not bad.
yeah,
So, because you basically in up there, you didn't have to split your tips.
absolutely not.
Got you.
No.
Got you.
Out
Got you.
here, I don't know who came up with that concept, but it's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. I swear it is. It's so stupid to me.
He said y'all need to chill out on that concept. We got an 86 that time. All right. So in Indy, you get to keep your tips, so that's educational. Now coming to Dallas, so between Indy, let's talk about the chapters of the book that will come out of Indy, the green to the beast. Now that you are, is that you became a beast in Indy or Dallas?
Actually, I was in Indy, then I ended up bartending in Cincinnati for 8 years, and then I moved out here. So yeah, I was in
Oh,
Cincinnati for 8 years. So I would drive from Indianapolis to Cincinnati every weekend for 8 years. Every weekend.
so Cincinnati was the bag. Okay, so that was different. Okay,
Yeah.
different. Okay, 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 I got you. So what made Cincinnati different? You think?
They love to drink out there
Okay,
day and night. When I say they love to drink, they love to drink.
man. One thing.
They didn't like me when I first got out there though. But by the time I left, it took me at least a month to conjure up the courage to finally move because I love them people so much.
Do you get high on your own supply?
I don't drink.
You don't drink
No.
at all.
I stopped drinking.
You drunk at first when you
Hmm?
first started?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Give me
Okay,
my
because
Patron. Slide it here.
oh, for real. What made you stop?
Health issues, my high blood pressure.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Say, I can't do
yeah,
that.
and I don't like the way it make you feel anymore.
Yeah,
It's like if I have one or two, I'm done.
yeah,
So it's like I'm over it.
yeah. I always wanted to know like how that work because so upstairs you say we're in the studio, but literally we're on top. I'm literally we could step on. We're stepping on Glorious right now.
Hmm.
That bar, it's always the same people.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out why do people come back to the same spot I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I guarantee you. What time is it? That's about an hour. It's gonna be the same people. And, we'll see different people every now and then. What is it about the bar and them coming back? To,
Service.
it's the person.
The service, yeah.
And
Always.
is that one of the biggest things that you learned?
For sure.
And that's the money maker. So the pros is the money.
Yeah.
The cons is
Let me see. If you're dealing with a perverted bar owner,
okay.
manager,
Okay.
that can be the cons. Dealing with catty ass women,
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely a con. Like it's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of it. But for me, it's always like it be the owners and the managers. It's always mismanagement, or if you're not sleeping with them, you're not gonna get the hours that you want,
Mm.
and or you're gonna get fired. If they don't get what they want, you're not going to make any money
How were you able to overcome that? How were you able to kind of maneuver and just put your foot down, everywhere you went?
because they know I'm a money maker. I'm going to make you money.
So they want to lose the bag.
Why lose money because you can't keep your thing in your pants?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense. But
Yeah.
you got some that I've been fired for that reason before.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, had to let them go.
hey, it is what it is.
Hey, but that was probably the best thing. I see that happening a lot, man, because in the industry, in that type of industry, you're dealing with number one, they're cool at first, but after they're drinking, they
Yeah.
turn into another. We got party buses and limousines, and I always talk about how when I talk to the client at first, we're picking them up. Hey, man, it's great, man. We're so happy to go ahead and get the party bus. It's off the chain, man, and they get the party bus at I don't know 7 o'clock. That same guy is not the same guy at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, of course not.
And now, how do you deal with that?
I'm numb to it. I've dealt with it so long.
Golly.
It's like when customers come in and I flirt with them. I don't pay you any attention once I clock out. That's part of my job. My job is to make your money my money. My job is to make you feel good while you're here.
Let me make your money my money.
And
That's
I'm good
the
at
job.
it.
And they happy. They know what? That's the game. Go to the house.
I'm good at it.
So in college, you ran the bag up. You learned a lot. When did the while I'm here, let's start taking it to another level and become this model brand. I'm gonna start doing clothing, the whole nine. When you're starting to do your own thing, because where did it click at? I want to hear like was it a movie or a story or was it the Golden Girls? No, I'm playing. Fun facts. Fun
I
fact.
love my Golden Girls.
My sister, listen. My sister, she watched the Golden Girls before she go to bed. No, it's in the
I
morning.
do.
Shout out to the morning time. The Golden
I
Girls.
used to set my school schedule around it.
That's crazy.
I did. If it came on around the time that I needed a class, I would get that class the following semester.
So Blanche did she inspire you? No, I was playing.
Absolutely not. It was Sophia.
Sophia, the gangster of the group. All right, so when did it like what was the inspiration behind Koldr?
Um, I wasn't in school anymore when I started the clothing line. It was a girl I used to buy clothes from, and I think she's still in business. I think it's called Bodacious Bodywear. She was
Okay.
in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. And I used to love her clothes. Like her clothes would fit your body perfectly. And it's harder for women when you got a smaller waist but a bigger butt. Like you can't just go to the store and get regular clothes. So it was like buying my stuff from her. But I'm like, I've always had the dream of doing clothes. Like I could be asleep and a outfit will come to me in my head. But it's like once I started buying her stuff and I was like looking at her designs, I'm like, I can do this. So I started out with t-shirts first, and which is one. Excuse my beauty.
I love that.
But
So they can get that website on your website. We'll talk
yes,
about that in a minute until you get the website on there.
yeah, I started out because I remember my brother was like, "You don't think some of your t-shirts are just too much?" I'm like, "No," I said because I know it's people out there that think the same way I do. So
How much is
people
that t-shirt?
right now, this is $15 on the site.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
15.
So have you always had that problem? With obviously the curvy girl problem. Have you always
Yes,
had that problem?
always. I always gotta get my clothes fitted, my pants fitted, everything.
Really?
Yeah,
Because they don't just make them for that. That's when the stretchy start coming in,
yeah,
so you can
yeah.
stretch it too. And so that inspired you to say, you know what, I can do this, and I could. So when was this? So now I know you're bartending.
Mm.
How many years were you bartending? Where were you at when you first? Kind of like walk me through the process. So you was buying stuff from her. You was bartending year number 4, 5, 6,
Um, Let me see. I started
8.
doing that was 2007. So I would say probably about 2013. That's when I started. I really started getting
Okay,
into it. Yeah.
okay. So you sold t-shirts. That did pretty good.
I sell more t-shirts than anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because you can dress t-shirts up or down.
Mm-hmm.
You can do whatever you want with them.
Yeah.
So,
And because you do now, let's talk about it. You got the t-shirts, you got the bathing suits,
mhm.
you got what's it called? The romper.
Yeah, rompers, two-piece skirt sets, dresses, bodysuits. I have everything on the site you can think of,
Yeah, and it's kind of like a Forever 21 online,
but
like a
better,
or better,
but better.
but better because the quality of the
Yeah,
designs and everything else.
yeah.
And we definitely we're gonna kind of show you guys. We're gonna take a commercial break, but we're gonna show you guys some of my sister's stuff right here. So stay tuned. Definitely, there's a website at the bottom, so y'all go check out the website. Y'all can shop on the website. Y'all might be able to get some discounts. We'll talk about that later. From the website, might give you a code or whatever. So if you like her page, do me a favor, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial. Let's go. And we are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Entrepreneur Blueprint. Listen, Koldr is in the building. Koldr Apparel. And that commercial right there, it was just a couple of samples of what you guys can do. Let's talk about it. So, let's talk about your website. I just seen the commercial, right? So, you got any faves? I know all of them are your faves because you created all of them. But what are some faves? What are some styles? What are some things to come? You know what I mean?
Oh, I have a lot more to come, but my favorite so far are definitely all the swimsuits. The swimsuits are my favorite, and the read out about it romper. That's one of my favorites. So those are my main ones. I love them all because they are
So,
my babies.
so
But
why? Well, let's talk about the readout. Is that the newspaper joint?
yes,
Why is that your favorite?
I just love the way it fits your body.
Okay, is it the material?
The material, I have basically the same material with everything. It's gonna always be spandex. 'Cause I want it to stretch and fit the body right. But there, it's just something about that newspaper fabric that does something to me, and
Got
the
you.
way it fits your body, perfect. You
Perfect.
turn the
Okay,
heads in that one for
got
sure.
you. And then the swimsuit, all of them,
Yes, I love all of them.
right? Um, this what is your the swimsuits are made for all walks of life for you to have because you had all kind. Do they mean something each one, or it's just like you like you say you woke up to it and you designed it
Mm-hmm.
because you
Just
designed all of them, right?
yeah, they're all my designs. There's just something popped in my head, so it's like I'm not good at drawing, so I'll sketch it out. And I have a lady back home that in Indianapolis that I deal with. Her name is Dee Dee, and I have her. She does all my samples for me. So I send her the fabric that I want, and I tell her I send her a picture of my sketch. She'd be like, "Tara, this is horrible," but I'm like, "We know this," and she'd do all my samples for me.
Man, so how is the road been? Because you're balancing, right?
Hmm.
You're bartender and designer.
Hmm.
Bartender and designer. How's the balance in that?
It's not too hard bartending at night, so I can do my designing and stuff during the day.
So, in your book of the bartending,
Hmm.
do you talk about designing in it or only
No,
bartending,
just
period?
bartending.
Got you. But the bartending brought you to the designing?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's talk about the book a little bit. Are we
Hmm.
able to talk about the book?
I don't want to say too much, but we
Can
can.
you give us like some snippets? A little something to look forward to. Like, because this is a dope title. Or
Yeah,
what's the title?
it's gonna be called Chronicles of a Bartender Not Drunk Enough.
Chronicles of. Can you talk about the title?
It's just the title again popped into my head one day.
You're
I
not
don't know
drunk
where it
enough.
came from. It just popped into my head. I'm like,
So
that
that
would be
means
a dope
you're
title.
actually sober. You're sober, and now you can really see everything.
Yeah.
You know, what's so funny. I'll be that guy. I'm that guy. Like I'm the sober dude in the spot, and I'm like looking at
Just
everybody like
people watching.
I'm like, bro, what's wrong with
Yeah. Liquor make people
you?
do crazy
Off the
stuff.
chain.
They say crazy stuff. I love it though.
So in this book, what are some of the chronicles? Just give us like maybe two of them. You don't have to give us the whole one, but man, it was just one time.
All right.
Give us something spicy.
I have one.
Okay.
It was an athlete. And I remember he wanted me to have a threesome with him and his wife. And how it came about, someone else that worked with me was, in my opinion, basically he's like a flunky. He was like the go-to guy to try to get anything done for anybody. And he came and told me one day that the guy wanted to have a threesome with me. And I laughed it off. I ain't thinking anything of it. So the following week, he brought it back to me again and told me that he told the guy that I was going to do it. I'm like, why would you tell him that? I never told you I was going to do that. I was so pissed. So I was like, all right, give me his number. So I called him. I was like, listen, I don't know why dude told you that, but I never said I was going to have a threesome with you and your wife. He said, well, F her. What about me?
Dang.
I said, what?
Jolly.
This is where it made me mad. I used to make so much money off of him. Just off him alone. Not including the other players that would come in. Just off him alone, I could easily make $500 or $600 just off him.
One night.
Yeah.
Wow.
The day I told that man I wouldn't have a threesome with him,
he broke up with you. In his mind.
I could barely get $100 tip out of him.
Wow.
So he made my business and took it personal, which messed up my money. And I never do that. I never do that. God. It's like, why would I sleep with you and I can make money with my clothes on? All I gotta do is flirt with you a little bit.
Wow.
The thrill is in the chase with them. So it's like, I'm gonna flirt with you, let you think you have a chance, but you really don't.
Does the bartending, man, I feel sorry for dudes coming up trying to holler at you right now. Cause does the bartender kind of make you numb to all game? Like,
Yeah.
Can't nobody riz you. Like, you don't hurt it all.
I don't hurt it all.
So
I gotta really be feeling you to like even attempt to exchange numbers with you while I'm at work. Because I don't do that. I don't want to mess up my money.
So, do you feel like, because you said you're numb to it, do you feel like it make you numb to other relationships?
Yeah. Because I've been doing this so long. So it's like I see the BS. Golly. Nonstop.
So your guy, whoever you're going to end up being with, so I ain't going to talk about your personal life, but this guy's going to have to probably find you at Walmart or something.
Something.
Because if he at the club, you probably like, nah.
And he better like the Golden Girls as much as I do.
Man. For real. All right, cool. That's a crime. I don't want to take about the book too much, but give me one more. That's crazy, though, by the way. Do you ever see... No, never mind.
What?
I was about to say, do you ever see this guy? Is he totally gone?
He's not... I'm going to put it like this. He's not in the league anymore.
Okay.
He's retired.
So he
wasn't at the time.
He's out.
He's out.
Dang. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Another one. Oh, let me see. Do I even want to talk about that one?
Yeah, come on. Give it to Give us one. Give it
put it like this. It was an artist that... Nah, that's telling too much. I don't think I can tell that one. Let's just say that when people in the game claim that they're faithful to their significant other, they're not. Because I done seen it. I done seen a lot of artists that done came and be dealing with the athletes. Listen, I done seen it all. I done seen this all. That's all I can say. Because I don't want to say too much because so you'll know who it is if I say something. Okay, just know that I know this person wasn't faithful the way they claim they were.
So you had to deal with that. Dang. You can't give us... Never mind.
No, I can't. I can't.
I don't even want... So, I have the honor and privilege to, shout out to, you, Trust and Dream Media to do all your stuff. So, definitely want to do the book cover. Definitely want to go ahead and get that thing started. When can we look forward to this book dropping?
I've been procrastinating on
well,
you know,
you got your brother in your life because we don't play that.
Yeah, you're gonna push me, so
yeah, we don't play
I want to say maybe by the end of the year.
I think so. Yeah. I think that's good. Maybe we talk to bro about doing a whole book release.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very exciting.
I think that sounds like a dope. See, it'd be them type of books that the girls like.
Oh yeah.
What's all of the 50 Shades of Grey and...
Love that book. I love it.
See,
I was sitting at home watching it the other day.
Really? Oh, Lord. It'd be all those type of books that the girls like. So I think that's going to be dope. And that's what's dope about... Okay. You couldn't say too much about that one. Let's give them one more. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take this clip and be like, hey, they can look forward to the book and it's going to have this. It needs to be spicy. They want to buy the book.
Let me see. So much I can say.
I know you're trying to protect everybody. Are you dropping names in the book?
No,
Phew.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
What's old girl name?
Who?
What's old girl name?
I don't know.
Stephens.
Corinne Stephens.
Corinne Stephens.
She was a
Uh,
mess.
but you see how she sold all them damn books.
Yeah, I wouldn't deal
You
with
ain't
her.
gonna you
She
ain't gonna
talked too much.
you ain't gonna do that.
Nah,
She was dropping them
she was doing too
hard.
much.
I'm surprised she. Never mind.
That's why I said nobody's ever done it on this end. Cause
Yeah.
I've seen a lot.
Jesus.
I've seen a lot.
Give us one more.
Uh,
I feel nervous for whoever it is right now. Like, ugh.
let me see. All right.
Make up a name. You don't gotta say the name, but say his name is
Okay.
Charlie or something. What Charlie do? Is it always? Is it always the guy?
It's always the guys.
It's
Yeah,
always the guy.
always the guys.
Okay. Y'all gotta be
So we're
better.
gonna say Michael.
All right.
Michael was married. Michael had one female pregnant
Oh Lord.
on the day he got married,
What?
and still had multiple side pieces. But definitely still had a chick pregnant on the day he got married.
Hold
The
on.
wife
Wait.
never found out about it.
He never found out.
No, the wife never found out about it.
The wife never found out about it. So my man got married. She got he. She, okay, hold on. She got pregnant on the day he got married.
No. She was still pregnant.
She was still pregnant. She was still pregnant on the day, and wife never found out
Nope.
to this day.
Nope.
Oh, and has multiple side pieces.
Of course.
This is normal.
In this industry, yeah. Very much so.
God. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, y'all. I don't know. You. I don't know where you would have to meet this guy. Are you dating right now?
No.
Yeah. Oh, y'all done.
I've met so many single married men since I've been down here. It don't make sense.
Single man.
It's crazy.
But they're not lying though, right?
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Right.
I just
It's baffling to me. I'm like, why did you get married?
for your book sales, I think that's a great um entertaining situation, especially it's based on a true story. Those be the
For
best
sure.
ones. And you're gonna protect the people. You're just gonna make names for them.
You gotta change up everything. You
Yeah.
gotta change it up.
And we're gonna drop this joint at the end of 2024.
Yes.
I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it. Let's talk about your store now. Let's talk about what you're going to do. Let's talk about your inspirations, right? Because a lot of people don't understand the behind the scenes behind this, right? So you literally are, you're getting hundreds of pieces of clothing
Mhm.
and selling them.
Yeah.
How's the journey? That process from actually seeing it in your mind, then put it out there, then they all come in, and it's how many, like 400 at a time, right?
Yeah. It's overwhelming.
You're like
For sure.
you're like, wow, that's 400. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's like 400 children
Yeah. It's overwhelming.
because
Like,
it's your baby, and then all the babies come.
yeah. It's like, oh my god. So it's like I need a bigger space now.
Yeah,
So like I have so much inventory. It's like now I have to move to a bigger space.
wow.
So, but I love it because I
Yeah.
started out in my mother's apartment.
Hmm.
So it's like I just seeing it grow is very exciting to me. Like seeing people in my clothes. Like I remember I was at work one day and this girl came in with one of my t-shirts on. I said, "Girl, I love that shirt." She's like, "Oh, my boyfriend bought it for me." I already knew who bought it for her, but I loved seeing. She didn't know it was one of my t-shirts, so it was like the thrill of that is amazing.
Let's talk about some business right quick. So, for those who are looking right now, a couple things. Number one, definitely once again hit that website. Number two, we also talked about now you're going to start putting it into some stores and boutiques,
Hmm.
so they now can hit you up. Maybe the contact information on the back office. So now you can offer. You're finally putting it in different boutiques so
Yeah.
they can get them right now. Um, where do you see yourself? I always ask people that in next 3 years from now on this journey. Based on your building block of your entrepreneurship right now.
I definitely want to keep doing the clothes, but eventually I do want to move into real estate. Oh, that's my next move. I want to get into real estate. Of course, after the book and all that's done, because I don't want to have too many things that I'm trying to direct my attention on. But I want to stay focused on what's mainly important now. But I definitely want to get into real estate.
So let's talk about it because I always ask entrepreneurs this question because real estate looks sexy. We say real estate because you can make some good money, but right now I don't know if you know this, but real estate agents and people in real estate period are it's very tight right now.
Yeah.
Very very tight right now. What makes you the happiest? Like, where's your happy place other than the Golden Girls? Where's your happy place? What you're doing? Like, okay, so bartending. I know you're exiting that one, right?
Yes. I'm about ready to retire with that. But I
Okay,
do want to do private events. So I'm starting my cocktails by Tara. So I want to do whenever you need have any private parties or events, I want to do those. I don't want to be on the scene anymore.
got you,
Yeah.
got you. So listen, you see how she keep putting me to work? Now I got to put together the whole cocktails by Tara, get y'all booking. Yeah, I gotta call my sister, hook her up, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna talk about it. So if you're in DFW, hit it up. We're definitely gonna put that out there. So that does not make you happy now. That's
No.
gone. All right, cool. Now, the designing of the clothes, getting the clothes, selling the clothes, does this make you happy?
Love it. Yes.
That's the happy
Yes.
place. All right. And the real estate was just because, right?
Just something I want to see if I can jump into. I really just want to flip houses. I don't want to be an agent or anything.
Okay.
No.
So take your bread and flip a
Yeah.
couple of it so you can make some more money.
Yeah.
Okay. But if the book takes off, goes crazy, and the clothes take off, go crazy, and you
I,
ain't got time,
I
you
don't have
done.
time for that.
Okay, so I like to hear that
Might have to do
because
my own podcast. You
there you
never
go.
know. Have other
Hey,
bartenders and servers come to the show when we talk about their experiences.
yeah,
I think that'd be real
I think
exciting.
that'd be whoa.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I wonder who gonna produce that.
I wonder.
Hmm. But anyway, I think that would be a great idea. Also, I was just thinking too. Would you? I would like to put it together for us to do a bartending class.
Hmm.
Are you? I never. Are you able to do that?
I could start it, but I've never been interested in doing bartending classes.
You never been interested?
No.
Because that's well. Let me say this. Because you're funny. Because if I say this, I know you're gonna say, "Okay, well, let's do it." So, what if we got 20 people in the class and they all paid you $100 to learn what you know?
Hey, line it up.
But
Come on.
my girl been
Come on.
hustling, boy. I love, man, some of the stuff that you be talking about. I was like, man, yeah, you definitely got it in the blood. I think that's dope because there's some things that probably in bartending school that they did not teach.
I never went to bartending school.
You never did?
I was thrown behind the bar one day because the bartender didn't show up. So the owner was like, "Do you think you can bartend?" I had never made one drink before a day in my life, and that's how I started bartending.
Hold on, I thought you got to go to school.
No, you
How,
don't have to.
so how do you get your license?
Some states don't require it.
So how did you get?
I'm certified here, but I didn't have to go get a bartending license.
Got you. But
Mm-mm.
but let me ask you this: is there certain things that you know that if somebody just started bartending, they could probably make some more money if they talk to?
No,
No?
if they talk to me, they learn more from me.
Yeah, could I
Yeah,
learn more for you?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So that because you got 15, was it 15 years?
hmm
You got 15 years experience.
yeah,
Yeah, we could package that up.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, because you're ready to exit. Most people that exiting, they become like a mentor.
yeah. And I don't mind it. I've had people ask me, would I show them how to bartend? And I told them, yeah, but never hear from them.
But are you on some? I really don't want to do it.
I mean, if the money right, I do it.
So, but hold on. Is this? Hold on. I'm starting to find out something about you. Are you like? Are you like on the cool, not a people person? Even though you're around people all the time.
Yeah, I've been doing it so long. It's like
God,
I'm a people person when I have to be.
you're doing it because you just
I have
it's.
to.
But real talk, you want to go to your little honeycomb hideout,
Yes.
put on Golden Girls, and be shut the whole world out.
Yes. That's
Whoa.
exactly what I be wanting to
I
do.
just found that out. Like I just thought about it because you said I really don't want to do it, but I do it because of the bread. So you'll do that for the bread, but real talk, people get on your nerves.
Yeah. And I think because I've been doing this for so long, that's why people like would drive you crazy in this industry. And for some reason, I feel like ever since COVID, the world has become more needy. It's like and more entitled. You're not entitled to other people's time, or people don't have to do what you want them to do when you want it done. And I feel like that's the world we live in now. And I feel like it's gotten worse since COVID. Boy, I'm telling you, it's like you be listening to what people complain about, and it's like, stay home.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you come out to make someone else's job or day bad or worse because yours is. Like, whatever you're going through at your house, leave it at the door. I had to leave my issues at the door before I came in. So why are you coming in to make my job worse than what it needs to be? Why are you just nitpicking and complaining about stuff that's not meant to complain about? And some people just love to do that because they're miserable. And you have to deal with that with a smile on your face. I've had a job where I mentally had to pray before I went inside.
Whoa.
That's how I knew it was time for me to go.
Hmm.
I'm like, this is becoming toxic now. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have fun and like to converse with people while I'm working.
Yeah.
These people complain too much, so I'm not enjoying any of this.
So you become a therapist.
You have to be.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
whole therapist.
Yeah. I done
Yeah.
heard all types of stories. All kinds.
And it gets worse and worse as they drink more.
Yeah.
True, sir?
For sure.
That's what they call it.
For sure.
God.
It was a guy, he was so nice. Would have
Chronicles.
never thought he would say
Chronicles.
this to me. Soon as he seen me outside of work one day, I was standing at the bar. I was ordering me like some pineapple and Sprite mix, and I was ordering a drink from my friend. He comes up out of nowhere, basically told me he was like a African prince or something like that, but was drinking the cheapest Moscato you could imagine a person drinking, and basically told me, "I want to fuck." I said, "Really?" I said, "What made you say that to me?" He was like, "I'm right here, you right here, and I got money." Wow. I said, "How many Moscatos have you had today? How many cheap Moscatos have you had today?" He had I think he said he had like 3 drinks and like 5 or 6 glasses of Moscato. I said, "How long have you been wanting to say that to me? Because you've never spoken to me like this when I'm at work."
Golly.
So that's just some of the stuff that I hear.
See, that don't mess you up, man. We gotta,
Crazy.
you gonna have to go like, what they do? What my man, what left I do? Well, she just left.
I went
She
to
went to go.
Honduras.
She went to Honduras and cut everybody off and reset. Cause now you're probably looking at a dude that's yeah. They would have to catch you. They couldn't go. You couldn't go to the. You had to find you at Target or something.
Yeah.
Cause you're in the club, you're like, I'm not.
I don't pay him no attention.
Yeah, I've never did the. You ever did online dating?
I would never.
I have never either.
I meet no crazy people in person.
Have you done it?
No.
Okay, great. I have never done it either.
No.
I never swipe left. It's too random.
Yeah.
Swipe left, swipe left. That's
I
like,
couldn't do it.
and it's crazy because now when they're in the club, it's funny. You're in the club,
Hmm.
or you're in the restaurant, you're in the bar, and you're still on the phone, swiping left. I'm like, bro,
Crazy.
this is bad.
I've had friends that have done it though. I'm like, you sure that's something you want to do? Because there's so many crazy people. Like you just never know what's on the other end. You really don't.
All these things, but have led to you still overcoming. Now the book, now your clothing. So I would say that spring and summer probably are your peak seasons because
Yeah.
all the bathing suits and stuff
Mhm.
like that. All right, let's talk about before we leave. Let's talk about describe some of these bathing suits and which ones to go to and how you compare them up and talk girl stuff. And hit me with this camera right here. Just kind of talk to your homegirl about your clothes and girl, get this. This is another one of my faves. This and that because they trying. You know how you go to the the spot. You don't know what to eat.
Mhm.
Yeah, help them out.
Well, one of my favorites is the leopard swimsuit. I haven't put that on the site. I did. I just put that on the site, and it comes with chains on the front. It's so sexy. The chains across the chest, and then the front is like one of my. I don't even know. I think I forgot what model I seen wearing something similar to that, and I was like, it would be so sexy, leopard.
Hmm.
And I think it had one chain, but I'm like, I love chains.
Do
I
you get the
love
water with the chains?
water with the chains. What?
Can you get it in the
Oh
water
yeah,
with the
yeah,
chains?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I don't do anything cheap, so it's not going to turn green.
Okay,
None of
got
that.
the
So
sauce. Got the 24K.
yeah, I don't do anything cheap. But I have one that's I'm gonna come out with one that's Betty Boop. That's my favorite because most people don't know Betty Boop was really black.
Yeah, shout out to that. You educated me on
Yeah.
that. That's
So I'm gonna
crazy.
do a Betty Boop swimsuit. I have a Betty Boop romper coming out as well, and I have one that's cherry lips, the cherry lip swimsuit. So cute. I love that one. You can I'm gonna wear that in a couple weeks when I go out of town, and my butt's pretty big, so I'm gonna make sure I have on my little cover up. So I have like a lace cover up that I'm gonna wear with it, but on the beach, ass out, don't matter. But
Have you always used that to your advantage?
for sure,
For,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Do you feel bad for the? How you feel about these BBLs and stuff going on right now?
If it makes you feel good, do what makes you happy.
The
Just
bad ones.
they
Yes.
clearly didn't do that.
Let me correct that statement because I'm not educated too much on it, but I'm looking at it sometimes and I'm just like, okay, I don't. What are we? What's happening right now?
It's like how much attention do you
Yes.
require? It's
Yeah.
like what are you lacking in your life where
It's
it needs to be that big? Because it's just ridiculous at some point. It really is. But like I said, if it makes you happy, do what makes you happy. But to me, when you go that route, when it goes that big, it's some self confidence you're lacking,
yeah.
and you're trying to get it from the outside world
You ever have girls walk up to you and be like,
all the time. Yeah, if I had $1 for every time somebody asks me, "Is my body real?" I'd be like, "If it's not, what is it going to change in your life by knowing this bit of
hold
information
on,
about me?"
hold on, let's just make it official for all the people that has asked my sister. Let them know what time it is.
I have had liposuction. If you want to know, I've had liposuction twice, but I do not have a BBL. This body is homegrown, baby. It runs in my family.
That is so funny, man. Because I just it is. I mean, oh my god, because this is where we are. We
Yeah,
don't know what's going on and what happened. And you, but to your point, who cares? If you don't do it, that's what you do. But I ain't trying to, no disrespect, but the Lil Kim situation and people that's kind of just botching themselves up. That's the stuff that scares me.
yeah.
Um, let's talk about social media before we get out of here. How can they contact you? Let's talk about your social media and how can they go ahead and follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram. My main page is just Tara JUS_TARA, or you can go to my Koldr Apparel page, which is Koldr Apparel on Gmail. I'm sorry, on Instagram.
On Instagram. And give me your website so we could go ahead and shop again.
My website is www.shopkoldr.com.
Listen, right here in the Entrepreneur Blueprint, go, 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 go right now. Shop, check her out, support her, take it to another level, man. And listen, you get to, we'll probably do some stuff in DFW, maybe some, some drops here and there where y'all get to meet my sister and talk to her about her journey and upcoming book, right? So the book is coming, the podcast is coming. We're going to do a lot of stuff. Super cool chick. Thank you
Yeah.
for hanging out with me
Thank
today.
you for having
I
me.
know
I
you're
appreciate it.
very, very busy. And once again, this is the Entrepreneur Blueprint, which man dream, with dream motivates. Let me give you some motivation. Listen, at the end of the day, bet on you and go all in. Bet on you. It's only one you. Bet on you, go all in, and run the play. Always remember, like, share, and subscribe. Keep God first. And we out.
Peace.